You know, Chad, I feel like I should be more excited. I honestly just don't. I don't know. It's not that I don't care. It's just I'm not nearly as excited as I want to be for this. I'm glad the Judgment's here. I am, but God, it's. I don't know. I feel like a lot more people were anticipating this chapter more than I was. I honestly, even once the Grimoire started, I think I was very clear that I just didn't give a fuck. I'm happy it's here. I'm glad we finally have an angel killer. It's just, Jesus, man. Also, if it wasn't evident, no Skull Merchant today. I think I've made that clear most of the time whenever a new killer comes out. It's Judgment Day. It's Judgment Day. There you go. You know, I do sometimes wonder though. With do you think my little shipping fan art is going to be relevant in like a year? Also, as Kit pointed out on the post, by the way, that I made earlier today, this artwork is now one of the best things ever because Pyramid Head got buffed this patch. So, hooray. Yeah, it makes it's funny because there's a specific part in the 100-hour video where I bring up the whole like you can't shoot up, you can only shoot down. I even made a joke about it with Suction Cup Man. It's the opposite, obviously, and now it's here. Thanks, behavior. Thank you. That video is remaining. Thank you. I'm still trying to think of a good way to go back to killers and like do sort of a an update, particularly with the perks, because like for Springtrap, for example, I don't even remember. Did we? I don't think Vecna or Jason were out when I did the Springtrap perk video. Yes, the Pyramid Head buff, that was a bug. Okay, here's the thing with that. And I watched the Scott video on this, talking about the whole, like, why would they say it's a bug? Why wouldn't they just say it's a nerf? My best guess is that by saying it's a buff means that it wasn't intended. I'm sorry, means that it was intentional. So basically, by saying it's a bug is behavior's admission that they didn't, like, it was on purpose. Or it wasn't on purpose. They just didn't fix it in time. If they made it a direct buff, then it was done on purpose, if that makes any sense. That would be my guess as to why. Why is turning the Judgment at, like, 2 FPS? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Vecna, I don't believe I got to Vecna for Springtrap. But regardless, but yeah, even with like Pyramid Head, it's like I didn't get to Jason's perks or obviously the Judgment's perks with Pyramid Head. So I want to find some way to like go back to older killers. And I might do that in between killers like once a year or something, depending on how long this takes. So we'll see. It's like that for everyone? It's weird. Is it like that for everybody? What the is it the background that's doing it? Is this too much for a DBD to handle? Also, it's really weird seeing DBD in like a divine light. Also, a couple of things. A couple of small things from this patch that I don't think Behavior really talked about. You can see bloody cosmetics now. You don't have to go into the little menu thing. They're just there as an option. I know that seems like such a small thing, but it's actually kind of nice. This has nothing to do with the patch notes, but Aurora's Twitch shirt. All right, has anyone seen Aurora's Twitch shirt yet? Because it's I hate it. I hate it so much. This is her Twitch shirt. I hate it so much. It looks so bad. Especially considering she doesn't have pants. There are no pants for this. Nothing matches to it with the color. Like, this is so bad. This will get fixed in time, granted, if she gets more cosmetics. But it's so good. It's so bad. Hey, hero. Grittiest Twitch. Listen, don't get me wrong. I get what they were going for with this Twitch shirt. I'm not going to say, like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. No, it's fine. Like I think the shirt itself is fine. It's just the fact that she has nothing that goes with it that's bad. Oh, yeah. Throw this top on, and then she has no leggings for it. That's the problem. She has no pants. Oh, I don't own that, so I can't show it off. The nun outfit's good, though. I like Aurora, though. That was stupid. I can't get the Adept on PlayStation because they can't add any more trophies. Are you serious? That's an interesting conundrum. Oh my god, this looks like a fucking Bayonetta boss. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Even the recolors are good. That's how you know a killer has a good visual design, when the recolors can, like, show off so much. Oh, it's William Afton, chat. I actually super like the puke green one. It's kind of awesome. They added 2 secret achievements. What are they? Does anyone know? What are they? She's learned the struggles of Cheryl Mason. Wait, hang on. I've never looked at Twitch shirts, like, honestly. Where's Cheryl? Wait, yeah, licensed characters don't get Twitch shirts, do they? Whoops, my bad. Oh, you meant of not having pants. Oh, that is James. She's got pants. Oh, the link set. Never mind. Damn. Damn. Sable has no pants because she only wears miniskirts. Aurora has no pants because she wears dresses and nun gowns. They are not the same. Exile Survivor is the judgment after they gain heresy for teabagging. Oh, hooray. Huzzah! An achievement that requires the other side to do something. Great. I love it. When Cast Divine Light passes through a survivor within 1 meter without hitting them, reveal their aura with Killer Instinct for 2 seconds. Okay. Increases the max time. I'm just going to use the things it was telling me to use. Increases the max time that could be spent controlling Divine Light before cast by 25%. Decreases the max speed. Oh, God, that sounds terrible. Gain Heresy for teabagging as the judge. Teabagging the judgment. See, that's not that bad. Oh, I'm sure it does. To be fair to that statement, though, this killer's power feels like buttons on controller. Let's see. Plagues feels kind of bad. Oni's is good now. Pyramid Head feels terrible on controller. Deathslinger feels terrible on controller. I've heard mixed things about Trickster on controller. Pinhead is awful on controller from what I've been told. Xenomorph is terrible. Chucky's terrible. I hear mixed things about Jason. I've heard Vecna sucks on controller. They buffed Superheated Glass? Which one is that? You were zealous for 20% right, they lowered that. While you were zealous, A cast Divine Light breaks all breakable walls and drop pallets to pass it through. Whenever you break an object this way, survivors within 12 meters of you gain Heresy and Scream. Okay. I'm gonna stick with the Browns though. I don't want to do anything too. While controlling Divine Light that is slowed down by a tall, further decreases its max speed by 99%. I don't even understand this one. Whenever you become zealous, you become 10% or zealous for 10% longer per. Whenever you exile a survivor with the lowest. Sorry, gain heresy. Whenever a survivor gains heresy for 4 seconds, their aura is revealed to you. Your aura is revealed to them. Whenever a heretic sees your aura for a duration, they see it for 2 seconds longer. While you were zealous. Whenever Divine Light is cast, its radius starts 25% smaller, but grows until it is 50% larger over 1 second. When cast in the when controlling Divine Light, increases the max speed by 10%. Increases the max speed of control Divine Light by 25%. You move 10% faster. Yeah, fuck it. All right, time to run my my Pyramid Head build. Because I don't know what else to run on the killer that doesn't hook. What is my Pyramid Head build, Chad? I forgot. I forgot my Pyramid Head build. Oh, wait, hang on. What is her terror radius? Hang on. 32! Okay, cool, that's good. That means Phantom Fear will work. You might have noticed I haven't been running Phantom Fear as much on Skull Merchants, because her terror radius is 24 meters. Oppression Deadlock. I think I'm going to try Lay Waste instead of Oppression, and see what happens. Also, I have been informed that some of the changes didn't go through. Apparently, Vigil is still... What? Why is level 1 Vigil the same? Okay. Yeah, apparently Vigils didn't go through yet. So, keep that in mind. I think Sprint Burst did, though. Yes, Sprint Burst did. Okay. Honestly, that was more important than Vigil, in my opinion. I can't test that because you can't have killer bots. Son of a bitch. Alright, enough running my mouth. We're going to start playing. Oh, also there's also this for those that were unaware. They finally added videos showing how the powers work. What's really funny about this to me is that if you go to a killer like where is she? Come on, there she is. I love that if you go to a killer like Skull Merchant, they don't have an icon for claw traps. I spent 45 minutes looking for a claw trap icon on the wiki for a video, and I just couldn't find the fucking thing. It's because it doesn't exist. Yeah, my best guess as to why is because a lot of that stuff was getting changed again, so it probably had to go through console approval, so it wouldn't be on this patch. Nowhere to Hide didn't get changed either. Yeah, again, I think that's why. It's because they changed it again from what it was on PTB, so they have to get approval from consoles again. There's no icons for security doors? I don't think there's an icon for it there, but there is an icon for security doors. Fire Act. Why didn't they put the security... There's an icon for it. I have it. Fucking Behavior sent me the icon. Damn, did they make the names bigger? Okay. I know there's an icon for the security doors. Again, I have a folder with it in there somewhere. I used it in a video. It's in a thumbnail. Also, for those who weren't in the Discord server, for those that weren't in the Discord server, I was talking a bit about this because it's going to be weird because the MMR system got adjusted with this patch. They reset everybody, so matchmaking might be a little off for the next couple weeks or so. That's not my main point with this, though, is I need to look into what exactly they said changed with the MMR system, because I'm still confused. Because if it works like how they're saying, like I mentioned in the server, in theory, someone could just slug every survivor and bleed them out until they abandon, because an abandon counts as an escape. Making it so their MMR doesn't go up, but they still, quote-unquote, win. I saw them. I didn't really read them too much. I was at work at the time. Oh, hooray. We get Leary's. Let's go. This killer looks so fucking... In a good way, but this killer looks so fucking out of place. It's kind of funny. Woof. Fuck you, Dustin. Sup, Dustin? Sup, Meg? Not with a shot. What? I did not mean to stop that. Meg, are you good? What are you doing? Don't overwork yourself. Oh, I'll be fine. Just someone called out at one store, so I had to go take their shift, and someone called out for my store tomorrow, so I have to take their shift. So I get a half of a day off this week. Let's go. Which is also why, that's why the low power mode video is getting delayed, by the way. I will say, similar to Artist, while like hitting the gens probably isn't like the best thing to do all the time, it is definitely like something you can do when you're not currently in chase, which is nice because I honestly feel like that's something a lot of killers don't have. Is something to do while they're not in chase. Bless mine. All right. All right. All right. They reset MMR hard. A character so, like, when someone's so bad, I just can't fucking, I don't know what I'm doing. What the fuck? Dustin, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dustin? Be gone. She's on the window. I'm gonna kick this real quick. Was Larry's like the worst map I could have gotten for this? Damn. No one is getting Dustin. Not a soul. I'm surprised you didn't go for the pallet there. Dustin hit stage 2. Okay, alright. Brain used to higher tier players. It's the black belt debate, right? I missed him by an inch. I am shocked that hit, honestly. Okay, I have 3 people on hook right now. Is this Meg just not playing the game? Dustin dies. He just dies. What is happening?
Do not defy me.
Okay. Meg got them. They're out. God, I always hate how that takes a bit to get used to, honestly. Good dodge. God, I'm getting, like, very near misses. I cannot believe the Dustin just died. I am shocked he just died. Your nemesis has perished in the exile. Yes, my nemesis. I kind of feel bad for my nemesis Dustin right now. In all honesty. Why? Why would you work on a gen versus a killer who is very good at attacking the gens? No! Okay, who really lost there? Okay, she got Chris. That's good. Could you fucking imagine? Oh my god, could you fucking imagine? That is gonna be this killer incarnate, by the way, is could you fucking imagine? My problem is 2 specific statues you gotta go to. If the killer is nearby, which they probably will be, especially in the 3 gen, they can tunnel very easily. Yeah, but I mean, they still get the you know, the base kit stuff, so I don't think it's nearly, I don't know. Because you can't use your beam or anything, even though we did find kind of a way for you to do it. Because if you use the beam on top of them, it just, like, does that. Well, Chris, you don't even get a cool Mori. I'm sorry, brother. Well, just remember that right now, at the moment that the constant snipes are because people are figuring out the killer. I have a feeling this killer is going to be similar to Vecna, where people are going to stop going for the fancy stuff. and go for the like guaranteed stuff. Judge Judy doesn't mess it around in her courtroom. I'm just telling y'all this. True, but I think it should be changed where the TPS away from survivors and killers from Fed from Exile. Well, because I think the problem with that, and I do agree to an extent, because part of the thing with Pyramid Head is the question of, do I cage them and send them away from me, or do I hook them and keep them where I want them to, but they get all their unhook benefits? And this killer doesn't really have that question to ask anymore. So I'm not 100% certain what the best way to go about it is. Because part of me kind of likes that you don't have to think about it. It's like, are they exiled? Or are they heretics? All right, send them to the exile. What the judgment would be like if we voted for another power? Well, that could be interesting. The thing is that you're probably, and I keep saying this, you're probably gonna see the other powers at some point and the other perks. Believe me, people don't just make ideas like that just to not use them. We do not want you here. Send the bailiffs, send them to Ohio. I need, like, if we do Judgment for the 100 hours after Dredge, I really need to start getting Judge Judy clips ready to go. It can use refinements. Yeah, for sure it could. The thing is, if there's two statues, right? When they get sent. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. They could just make it so whichever statue she's farthest from of those two is the one they come out of. I don't know. I mean, just based on the killer's design, though. I mean, even with Pyramid Head, like I said, like, people can complain about tunneling with Pyramid Head, but this killer is, like, designed to do it. And to be fair, kind of so is the Judgment. There's just a lot easier at it from what you guys are telling me. Imagine if relentlessness won, and we just started the fucking eyeball with wings. Like a freight train. That's when the giant head one would have been like the perfect model for this. But players can also not rescue while killer is 5 meters away. Yeah, is there anti-camp for the shrines? Also, hang on a second. I need to read something in the bio. Did they give... Hero, if you're still in chat, you read this and understood it better than me. Did they give the Judgment an actual name? Because it doesn't look like it. These look just like Bible verses. There is no anti-camp. That might be what they have to do to it, if I'm honest with you. Or, you know what? No, fuck it. Do just like... Do what they did to Pyramid Head. It's just the Judgment? Alright, they're Judy now. Their name is Judy. It's like how Singularity's name is Larry and Unknown's name is Jerry. I think it's Jerry. I forget, actually. The Judgment is now Judy. I will not argue this fact. It's just true now. Yeah, it's Judy. It's just Judy, Chad. It's just Judy. Interaction with the shrines very quick. What I was gonna say was, just make it like Pyramid Head. So instead of an anti-camp mechanic where they get like out of it if the judgment is nearby, just make it so it switches the shrines if this judgment stays near the shrine too much. She, he, or they. I believe the devs have confirmed it's she. But considering it's an eldritch, considering it's an angel, I don't think gender matters. So it would be non-binary, so it would be they. I'm not 100% sure. It also depends. Because is it a physical being, or is it just a physical manifestation? Or is this like a dredge situation where it's not even real, it's just a concept? She kills the mom anyways. See, that is the shit I was hoping they were gonna do. That is the shit I was hoping they were going to do. They didn't go in the exact direction I was hoping for. But I think they nailed it. All things considered. If your partner is Oni, anytime they stab their hand on a shrine, 1 or 2 blood orb spots. Also, hi, Gibbous. I could really see this killer being added to 2v8 just fine. I feel like they would have to make some adjustments. It would also, I don't know how the game would handle like more than 4 people in the exile, because it's one instance of it, right? Might as well try to get the adept while the MMR is low. Repentment comes in pain, not in acts of servitude. That's what the judgment is here for. No, genuinely though, I think the visual design though, like they nailed it in the sense like they took the idea of the quote. I'm going to use this in heavy air quotes. The quote unquote biblically accurate angel. They took that and kind of ran with it while also like giving the idea of also like a silhouette of an angel. Having the face. Does the mouth move when they talk? That's my question. Because if it doesn't, that's even creepier. Because that means like it's literally just doing this to appear more humanoid. Or its behavior being lazy. One of the two. You think the little head guys have names? I'm asking the real questions, chat. You think the little head dudes have names? I kind of hate the kick animation too, but at the same time, I don't know what else they would have done. The problem is they can't tie the kick animation to the weapon. I mean, they could, but they have to be very careful with that. Because if a weapon skin changes the weapon too much, it's going to change how the animation looks. I think I mentioned that on PTB. I did not like her kick animation at all. Ugh. Top half is the angelic biblical aspect, whereas the legs act more as the physical form. For to inflict both pain and traverse around the planet to cleanse the heretics. She has wings. Why did you just fly? The bailiff just exists as the support for 2P8 with Judgment and Pyramid. The original 4 survivors. There you go. I don't know. Again, I feel like behavior nailed it with this. I know a lot of people, there's some criticism. I'm not saying there's nothing to criticize or like to be adjusted. Oh, Motherfucker, I'm playing an angel on Freddy Fazbear's. Come on, man. That's cool.
You shall not evade my reach.
Shut up and say... That's cool as shit. You can have your qualms. Look at that phone guy's even calling me. He said hello, hello. Woo! Is it weird that I think my Pyramid Head experience is actually going to help me with this? Ah, shit. Chat, I just realized something. I missed! Jill, that's some bullshit! That's some bullshit, Jill! Good dodge. It does force her to go left, though. Oh, the close calls on these hits are going to be fucking annoying. Oh, good head on. Geometry, Jill. Geometry. What was I going to say? Yeah, she's going to be very good at defending totems. I hate to say it. Very good at defending totems. Goodbye. Layways is still going to be on cooldown. I can break this pallet, though, while I'm waiting for that. Speaking of FNAF, imagine the big announcement in DBD. The DBD again was FNAF. Oh, speaking of, Hero showed me the GamerCon skins. I don't know if anyone here saw them, but they look really good. I just missed the gen. Okay. Scott appears. The angel of FNAF, I knew it. Good, good. Down the stairs. I'm calling it now, by the way. That's going to be a very good way to play this killer. Is to just chase like normal. And then keep, if your aim was an ass, and keep going for the normal people on the gens. It keeps going down. It's fine. Good dodge. Oh, she didn't even dodge, she just went into the locker. How well is that working out for you, Jill? I will show you the skins after this match. They look really good. I'm really excited for them. I think I just have to rush her down. damn. Damn! This shit is not easy to land at Shaq. Again, I feel like she might suffer from the same thing Pyramid Head does, where if Shaq has the stairs in it, it's going to be really bad. There's 3 people on that. Jill, you really want to be the one doing this? Alright, we get her out. I see where the other Jane with two hook states is. Do you know who the VA for it blew in line? Elise Lovelock? Have they done anything I'm aware of? I'm sure they have, but anything super notable? I don't know who that is. I swear I just heard somebody, I guess not. I don't know. Elise Lovelock now. Where the hell are they? Good shit. Damn, people running Blast Mine tonight. I guess because late waste. To be fair, that's fine. No, they just completely left. Oh, damn. Good shit on my own. I do think this killer is going to require like some kind of perk to tell you where to go. Otherwise, you're just kind of fucking around. Shit. Because even, like, yeah, the up-close hits working like that's going to be very difficult. GG's. I guess you can still play it on there, but if it hits the stairs, it won't go through at all. Not a single sprint burst user. Been seeing some judgments from Pace the Dark when judges engage it. Yeah, again, I feel like you have to have some Gearhead, not even barbecue, like What? Gearhead, maybe Eruption, Friends... you can't even use Friends at the end. Phantom Fear, maybe. I think Face of Darkness would be honestly the best one. Oh yeah, those skins. Hang on. So here's the first one. This is for Game Expo, by the way. There's this one for Unknown. I kind of love it. You could run a new one with that. The problem right now is mostly because I'm running and would anyone care to guess who these two characters are? With the quote unquote Star Guardian skins? Would anyone care to guess? Yeah, it's Sable and Michaela. Because of course it is. No, it's Sable and Michaela. Sable and Michaela are getting Star Guardian skins. No way, it's Susie and Julie! Unknown getting a Star Guardian skin, though. I've been saying this for so long. I really wish they would just start adding more funny skins. The closest thing we have on Unknown to a quote-unquote funny skin is, like, the wolf. And that's about it. I guess you can argue the Masquerade one because the weapon is the fucking champagne glass. But that's about it. Also, Celestial Witness with Save the Best for Last is going to be so good. Because the thing with this is, so every 30 seconds, if the obsession is at least 40 meters away from you, you see their aura for 3 seconds. Otherwise, the farthest survivor becomes the obsession. If you are running Save the Best for Last, and you are chasing the obsession, depending on the circumstances, but you can just wait this cooldown out, and the obsession will swap, and now you can hit that person. It's great. It's so good. I love this perk. I'm going to love this perk. I'm probably going to run it in the Skull Merchant. I'm not going to lie to you. This is great. To get a Xenomorph King skin? That'll be interesting because of the lore of what the Xenomorph Kings are supposed to be. For those unaware, because they are in the comics. If it's true. I can't confirm or deny any of this, by the way, because I don't know. So this is a Xenomorph King. For those unaware. It doesn't look too different from the Queen's. It's a kind of got like a crown going on rather than the big headrest. So the Xenomorph King is their entire purpose. So what a Xenomorph King is basically if the Xenomorph Queen isn't doing her job correctly, one of the Xenomorphs will eventually become a king and try to kill the Queen. And Wretched Fate. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, too, because you would be swapping it. The problem with that is that you wouldn't be able to consistently make sure the swap happens, but I could see that being a thing. Yeah, depending if Xeno gets added to 2v8, I talked about it a little bit where I feel like if there was a teleport / prop killer to add, Xeno is probably the easiest one to test it out with. I've heard some arguments for Pig, but I think Pig overcomplicates things. Freddy adds the Dream World thing, so that makes things more complicated than they need to be. Sadako has the Condemn, so that makes it more... Again, it makes it harder. The only other one that I could think of that might be able to do it would be Singularity. But even then, I think Xeno killing 2 birds with 1 stone for testing is fine. Yeah, Springtrap would probably be a good one to test it with, too. I do like, but if Xeno is the test ground for it, I'm fine with it. I think Xeno makes a lot of sense to do it for. It also might breathe new light into Xeno, because if the other killer can break the turrets for Xeno, that's gonna help with one of her frustration points. So it might actually inadvertently make her more powerful in 2v8 than she is in 1v4. Also, Xeno could like play kind of a support role for the other killer too, by going in the tunnels and telling them where survivors are. Whenever a survivor liberates another survivor from exile for 20 seconds, your terror radius is reduced by 70%. Your terror radius is copied to every shrine you gain undetectable for 20 seconds. Whenever a heretic completes a generator, opens an exit gate, or exits a locker, the aura of all heretics are revealed for 5 seconds. You move 100% faster while controlling Divine Light and decreases the max time that could be spent controlling it by 25%. You recover 10% slower and move 30% slower while casting Divine Light. That sounds fucking terrible. Decreases the radius. The range that survivors can see it is extended by 200%. I don't think there's anything better to run here, really. While controlling Divine Light, gain the ability to call it back, right? Whenever with the lowest amount of hook states, reveal the auras of all the survivors with the lowest amount of hook states. I guess I'll just stick with what I have. They add Skull Merchant alongside Xeno. Ideally, I love a behavior allowed other killers to travel through doors or grab survivors with axes, but I don't know if behavior would actually implement that or not. I going through doors would be complicated because Springtrap has an entirely unique grab animation if he interacts with a survivor. So they would have to add that to every other killer that's in 2v8, and every time they add a killer to 2v8, then they have to add that animation every time and make sure it works. Also, for killers like Pyramid Head, that might be a little harder to do because of the height of the doors and all of that other stuff. It would be cool if the killer, if your teammate could at least look through the cameras. That would be cool. Thought it was Dark Devotion. I might try Crown. Oh, there's no real downside to it. Why not? Yeah, Nightfall would be the problem. And that's why I said Freddy would also be a good one to test it with, but because of the Dream World, I don't know how they would do it. Why do all of you have bad ping? Okay. Mr. Absent, I can't fit through the security door. I'm too dummy thick. I'm sorry. Damn it. I blew. I need art of that now. I need art of that now. I need pictures of Spider-Man by yesterday, man. Darth, I get the want for it, but I don't think it's worth doing it. It would be a cool interaction mechanic, but I think adding extra work to every single time they add a killer to 2v8 just isn't worth it. And again, that's not even counting the logistical problems. Like, what about Spirit? If she goes through the door, would she still be phasing, or would it just be a solid model the whole time? It's our turn, bro. Sigrid, probably. Sigrid's voice actor is a fucking gem, by the way. I love her so much. I still love. There's a video of when she was doing the line reads for the beginning of the season. And she said that the voice director just told her, do a laugh like a horse. And she didn't know what that meant. That's why we got what we got. Afton, I'm trying to use your doors, but I'm dummy thick and keep getting caught. I'm trying to sneak up on the survivors. I'm too dummy thick, though. They hear me coming. Well, no. I'm not talking. I'm talking about her passive phasing, like her animation phasing. That's the kind of stuff I would be thinking about. And same with Pyramid Head. Would he still be dragging his knife the whole time?
None will escape my sight.
Honestly speaking, if they really want to buff this aura reading perk, by the way, the simplest buff to it would... Oh! What the... What do you mean I hit 2? The simplest buff to it would genuinely be just to make it so it activates at the start of the match. Damn. It ain't easy. Alright. This works underground, right?
No more. Your defiance.
I zoned where the killer is not supposed to zone. Into the bad ham walls you go. What the? That's new.
I shall stand for execution.
That bush there is new. Cheryl, where the fuck did you go? I just had her aura too. That was worth a shot. She's in the walls. She's in the goddamn walls! I think because of basement there. Also, I should not have broken that door. Scratch marks are very, very good for her there. Yeah, it's always worth a shot. Yeah.
You will see the light.
It's just the way the voice like praise me. Just how fast it is. Hi, Ada. You want to talk about it? But what about the Hex loadout? That was more curiosity. I was wondering if it would go down. want to run. I need to run in this way. Or he'll still get caught anyways. Good shit. Shit. I feel like that's going to be a point of frustration for a lot of people. It's not that the Judgment can't use their power, like, up close. I feel like good Judgments won't be using their power up close. But what that means in turn is that it's going to be very boring and kind of zone-ishy. Not exact... Oh. She went down. I know she went right. And of course, survivors can just still do this and just leave the goddamn loop. Wish she was on Myers, though? Bro, I wish I was on Myers. Yeah. See, this is going to be the other issue. There's nothing to force them to just stay at the loop. Whilst getting chased and trying to heal me, asked me to come back and heal right into the beam of light, and we died. Never trusting Sable. It's not all Sables. Always a Sable. Kind of looking like you on Judgment? Listen, that's not possible. See, I hit Cheryl without even thinking about it. I missed by an inch. I can't walk there because of that bush. You think the bush there was intentional, chat, or no? I was kind of just shooting that off to shoot it off. I saw Cheryl's aura over here somewhere. Yeah, what's the deal with this bush? Who put this here? Why is this here? Where it was like unknown, yeah, you would have had to 3-tap, but she'd be 4.6. Maybe, but I mean, that's the question with a lot of this, is like, is it worth being 4.6? For a power that, like, is a little bit derivative, if I'm honest. How did all of you fuck that up? Every last one of you. It's so hard. It's so hard to land, man. I think I'm accidentally hitting more people than I am actually hitting. Also, playing Flashlighter during this this killer is kind of setting yourself up for failure, I feel. Oh, now I start landing them. Now that it's in-game, now I start landing them. Honestly, I don't know where I was going with that one. Bye, Cheryl. You put it there, it looks nice. I mean, you're not wrong. It does look kind of nice. I might just be I might just be the Judgment. Oh, that's interesting. If there's no survivor in the range... If there's no survivor in the range, you just get the, you don't get anything from the perk. That's actually interesting. I don't know how they lost that, by the way. Hey, I got the achievement. Let's go. Yum, 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 yum scared me. Yeah, so if... Wait a second, hang on. So if there's only one survivor up and they are the obsession, then this doesn't do anything. Because it can't swap the obsession. Interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. Complete 5 trials of the Judgment. Save 3 survivors from exile. Earn 5 tokens with Fruit of Your Labor perk. Oh. Hook. What the fuck? Behavior. What the fuck? Behavior. You released a killer? Who doesn't hook? Why? What the fuck? Why? Sometimes I feel bad for letting behavior pay my mortgage. What the fuck? You released a killer who specifically has an ability that lets them not hook the survivors, and yet you're going to make it so they have to hook 20 survivors? No, so the way the perk works, Pickles, is you get the aura. So if the obsession is 40 meters away from you, you get their aura. If the obsession is not 40 meters away, so they're within 39 meters, the obsession swaps to the farthest survivor. And you do not get the aura from that, I believe. Otherwise, the farthest survivor becomes the obsession. Yeah, it just swaps it. So if you are chasing, if everyone's on hook and you're chasing the obsession, and this goes off, it will not give you aura because they're not 40 meters away, and it will not swap the obsession. Oh, and survivors have to unhook. What the behavior? Come on, man. What? Why? 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 Just why, man? It's Pyramid Head all over again. What the fuck? Somehow I have hit 20 survivors with the basic attack. I feel like hitting a survivor with the basic attack is this killer, while not, like... It's not uncommon, but hooking survivors? I mean, we've only played, what, 3 matches? And I've hooked 8. Shattered hope for the new boon. That's just mean. Hang on, let me try something real quick. Hang on. Hex. We can run Face the Darkness. Penty Ruin. Plaything? Where's Plaything? No, I can't run Plaything. We don't hook anybody. You're right. Never mind. If you taunt the killer, and if the killer exiles the heretic, they gain... Yeah, I heard about that. I don't mind the one for the survivor. It's just really annoying because on the killer ends, you basically have to just pray that a survivor does it. And why would they? Other than to get the achievement. Damn, I don't know what else to run. Throw the hunks back down to 10%. Can't run Devour Hope because you don't hook anybody. Fuck! Man, it's Pyramid Head all over again, chat. I'm telling you. What hex build did I run on Pyramid Head? I have one. I know I do. What is it? Where's my hex build? I have one. I know I do. Where is it? Okay, I don't. Apparently I don't. You know what's even crappier? Why are ASIM devs so dumb? They're not. Most game devs are the same as ASIM devs. They just have an extra layer to deal with. Go ask the Rivals community how their game's doing right now, and they'll tell you the same thing they tell you about the Dead by Daylight community. Or the Dead by Daylight devs. Go ask Overwatch, same thing. Go ask Rainbow Six, same thing. Go ask League, same thing. I could probably just run Undying. There's not really an add-on in here that makes it so you don't want to use your beam. I just realized that. Because Pyramid has Scarlet Egg, right? Like, that's what this add-on allows him to do. As I mentioned this before, it's an add-on that lets him not want to cage people. It kind of rewards you for it. There's nothing like that on here, and that's kind of disappointing. It encourages you to your power. I'm fine with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just kind of wish there was an add-on that let you switch up that playstyle. Like, where's the one that lets you break pallets? Also, I'm trying this Eerie. It's too dumb not to try. I'll try Obsidian Feather, see what happens. Since it only works with survivors freed from exile. Exactly, yeah. So you still have to exile them. There's nothing on here. Increases the max speed of a controlled divine light by 100%. Increases the max speed of cast by 50%. Cast divine light will always be directed towards you. Yeah, but even the pallets one, you're zealous for 20% shorter. Yeah, but you're still gonna be 4.4. It just adds utility. It doesn't, like, replace the utility. That's what I'm saying. Like, Scarlet Egg replaces the utility. It doesn't add it. I mean, it does add, but you get what I'm saying. Like, Scarlet Egg gives you a reason not to send survivors to cages. It gives you a reason to spread the torment more. They don't really have anything like that. Also, you're right, I could probably just run Undying. Hollow Judy. No, Lynx, there is a blindness add-on. There is. Isn't there? Yeah, there is. No, there's not. You're right. Yeah, this literally blinds them. This literally just shines a flashlight. It doesn't actually get them blind. That's funny. I never thought about that wording. That's kind of funny. The thing is, though, with this killer, regardless of your opinions or thoughts on them, like, as an individual, my thing is, I feel like this killer will find a player base. I don't think it's going to be very big, but I think it will find its player base. And to me, that's more important than a killer being popular or good or strong or meta. As long as a killer is capable of finding its player base, because I don't want this to turn into a Vecna situation, which is a damn shame because Vecna is a licensed killer. But, like, I don't want this to turn into a Vecna situation or a Krisu situation. Don't get me wrong, I'm one of the few people who really enjoys the way Krisu is, but there is such a thing as too niche, and I feel like Krisu fits that bill too much. Because the problem with Krisu is homogenization. And I feel like the Judgment has avoided the homogenization a bit, but at the same time, I do think they will find their player base. There will be a player base dedicated to this killer. Much like Artist. Yeah. Feels kind of restrictive. I feel like they did that on purpose so you wouldn't tunnel people. They just didn't want to add it to the base kit in some way. No mangled or hemorrhage one, or no mangled or hemorrhage one either. I think they're trying to. Apparently, the person who did the add-ons for the Judgment was a new person that's never done add-ons before. So that might be why there's not, like, some of the common ones. Because I thought it was the same person that did Springtrap's add-ons, because they seemed very in the same vein. But no, from what I've been told, it was a completely new person. Which, if that's the case, I'm expecting more like this with future killers. I've been saying it for a while. I feel like Vecna, Springtrap, not Vecna, Henry, Springtrap, and Jason, all of their add-ons, while not all of them are good, I'm not gonna sit here and argue that like fucking Freddy's Head is good. I've said this so many times, but it's unique, it's different, it has a playstyle associated with it. I could see a fan base developing around just that add-on rather than the killer as a whole, giving the killer like a subsect of like fans and like a community that's built around that one add-on. And I think it kind of has happened a little bit. That's how I would prefer add-ons to be. I don't want there to be one objectively correct add-on, and I don't want it to be like Wraith, where all of his add-ons are pretty okay, but they're all just number puffs. Yeah, I think they have two. Even Krisu has a few. The ones that like let her get Bamboozle and Brutal Strength by spitting on a pallet and window, those are really unique. I guess stranger things have happened than an angel being in this. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna make that joke. What a dumbass joke I just made. Oh my god! I thought I like sped up the footage for a second. Okay, that's... Okay, I get it now. Okay, okay. So you can't release it when you want. It's so goofy.
I am a merciful God.
Oh, okay. You have to fully charge it still. It's so goofy. I love it. Scurry. Hinako, get back here. Scurry. So stupid. This will force you to get good with this power, though. I will say that. Scurry. So goofy. I'm not gonna be able to land a single M2, but it's goofy. Because you can't turn around since you're moving forward. A player can choose many ways to play them without it being the meta option. Yeah, and to me, that's the ideal. I guess you could use this to, like, run up to them in M1, maybe? Because you're running, like, Jesus God. But the recovery just sets you back. Like, it's almost like you were where you started. Like, I'm right on top of her. And it doesn't matter. The recovery is so long that I literally can't do anything. Like, that would be realistically the only way to land it, I feel. That is the... You can't release it early. That is the full duration. Crab Judgment or something like that. Is there any way to make the recovery faster? Or is it pretty set in stone? The devs aren't doing another Grimoire. Not anytime soon. I can almost promise you they aren't. I hit her. this her? No, this is somebody else. Is this her? I guess the only real way of doing this would be, like, if you zoned them with it. Yeah, you lose more distance, I feel, doing this. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Also, I keep clicking the button. Again, this add-on probably has its uses. I'm just really bad with it. Don't you recover faster in Zealous mode, do you? I actually don't know the answer to that question. Why did you do that? Why didn't you just keep running? Doesn't... No. No, 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 no. Not with this add-on, it doesn't with it. So with this add-on, the moment I start charging it, I'm not allowed to let go. And it just goes up on its own. Can I? Am I stupid? Yeah, no, it just goes on its own. Hit someone. Okay. Planned. Planned. Perfect execution. If I still somehow win this, I don't even know how they only did 2 gens. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think the irony here is how bad she kind of is on indoor maps. Damn. I feel like, though, with this add-on, you could get good with it. Like, genuinely, I could see someone getting very good with this. Okay, it's that recovery speed that matters here. Hitter. You could body block with it in theory. That could be something you could do with it. And that's the other problem, because you can't do it directly on top of them, because the damage doesn't happen until after. You would literally have to flick it as hard as you can. TPO mode. I do personally think there needs to be a better indication that you're in Zealous, by the way. I did mark someone, apparently. Is she staying? Oh, she left. They also do see the beam the whole time, so that probably doesn't help either. Yeah, that recovery, it just makes this add-on very bad. It is also very hard to aim it. Each representing a different killer power, control, trap, stealth. I think you're giving behavior in most game studios too much credit, Darth. Darth, I'm gonna tell you this in the nicest way possible. Just check your expectations. See, that didn't hit. I don't know why that didn't hit, but it didn't hit. That's why I don't do discussion videos anymore. It's why I don't make killer concepts. It's just not worth it. I know what the devs are capable of, what they're willing to do, and most of that shit they aren't. There has to be a better way to do this, right? Am I just dumb? Because I have to aim it... I did not mean to do that. I have to aim it... You have to aim it so awkwardly for this. She hopped in a locker to dodge that. That's actually... Holy shit. I can't even be mad about it. To be fair, I think the orb being blue on the edges of the screen glowing blue... I mean, I don't mind it. It's just like, I feel like it's not enough. Hinako, I know. I played your game. Like, ironically, I think it's fine for, like, map traversal. I just, in chase, it just becomes a lot more difficult, I feel. Inconsistent? No, it's just, like, a lot of it, like, it's just shit I just don't know, you know? This add-on feels inconsistent. Like, 150% this add-on feels inconsistent as hell. I feel like that's the only way I can really do it, is just like that. I should go left. Where the hell did it go? It went off the screen. Look, I don't even know if it's possible to land. And I think at this point it'd be faster just to run up to her as a 4.4 and just kill her that way. Yeah, at this point she's looking for the fucking, the beam. None of her teammates, by the way, have done all 5 gens somehow. I don't know how. Genuinely don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not haste, it's just movement speed, so I guess you could stack it with haste. I think it'd be a bit overkill. I guess awkward is the right word. Like, I wouldn't even say it feels awkward, it's just, it feels unintuitive. I get what they were going for. Like, 100% I get what they were going for. But yeah, this add-on does not feel... Again, it's similar to, like, I guess Freddy's Hat is the best way to explain it. It feels kind of like that, where the add-on is kind of bad, but, like, I feel like if you get good with it, it could be good, you know? Might be getting more hits. Doesn't the direct back at you, doesn't that one not damage unless they're already infected? I don't know what the word is. Heretics? Heretics, there you go. Heretic! No, I think it's worthy of an iridescent. You moving 100% faster, that's iridescent worthy, I feel. And in my opinion, it does change how the power works, and to me, that's what an iridescent should do. What the fuck? Why wasn't the laugh subtitle? This is bullshit. Light 5 moves ahead vigil. Not a sprint burst in the batch, man. Not a sprint burst in the batch. I'm telling you. People were telling me the sprint burst nerf isn't going to do shit. People were like, ah, nah, but you're insane. It's not going to do anything. Alright, chat. Before we close out the night, there is something I have to do. This is required, and we all know it. Where's the one that makes it reverse? Where's the one that makes it reverse? Oh, cast it back towards yourself. When cast in this way, the minimum delay before it is lethal is set to 0.4 seconds, increases the max speed by 10%. It only damages heretics. Okay. Honestly, Crown of the Destroyer might be the most basic add-on for them. Just like if you don't know what to add. Will of the Gods? Is that the name of her power? Will of the Gods, okay. It's time, chat. It's time. It's happening. I'll give it a try, see what happens. Undying Flame? Undying Flame. Increases the maximum lifetime of cast by 200% while zealous. Decreases the radius by 20%. The range that survivors can observe is extended by 200%. So your... yeah, I can't even really defend that. It's only while zealous, too. This does mean you could do the playstyle I was talking about earlier, where you kind of chase one survivor normally, and then you're just constantly throwing your beams out at, like, generators. Kind of similar to how I play Artist a lot of the times, where I'm using my crows on the other survivors, and I'm kind of, like, chasing the whole team at once. That would be the only thing I could see it being good for. What would be Judgment's office phone? Maybe I start with the lowest amount of hook states getting up to a max of 5. Honestly, probably magnetized, if I'm honest. Decreases the max speed. Probably the magnetized manacles. Alright, chat, it's time. It's time for Stabiffle Judgment. Is it gonna be good? Probably not. God, no. You think it sounds pretty good? Whenever you exile survivor with the lowest hook states, gain a token. Up to a max of 5. Which means that... So 50% longer Zealous. How long is Zealous normally? Because, like, you would very rarely get value from this. How long is Zealous? Does it... The wiki probably says. And you had to go out of your way to find the person with the lowest hook states to get it. And you had to make sure they're zealous. Or, they're exilable. Zealous is activated for 60 seconds. So you're in Zealous for 60 seconds. So at max stacks of this, 50%, you would be Zealous for 90 seconds. I mean, that kind of just feels like overkill. It probably isn't her office phone, to be fair. What is the build you're making? I'm just doing a dumb Stabiffle build with an M2 killer. Because I'm me, and I love doing that. That's true. I could say I don't know. I don't think Undying Flame is the worst one though. In concept, but I can see how you could use this. Again, it's just for you to pester other survivors while you're chasing one. I just think the restrictions on this make it bad. Because let's say you exile the first survivor. And then you exile the one who unexiled them. Okay, you have 2 tokens. Cool. All right. What if they're the only 2 survivors you see? So now it only increases your thing by 20% for the whole match. haven't seen a single Aurora tonight. No, that's not true. I saw one. Okay, we've seen one Aurora tonight. Is a fun design one. I think it's fair. Works similar to Billy's Overdrive duration extension add-on once you build it. Yeah, I can see that. I don't see why you would need to be zealous for 90 seconds. That's a whole gen. I don't know. Again, it's too hard to say right now, and I don't know the killer nearly enough to know. While using Divine Light, control its first phase and launch it for high speeds. Okay. Lake Mine. I don't hate this map. Let's go.
I will from existence.
Someone's AFK. Mercedes.
This ends now.
Oh my god, it feels so good not running Feather. Oh my god, it feels so good not running Feather. What do I think is her most consistent add-on? I'll tell you once I can find a hook. It's actually good. I just wanted to scare off Nia. But see, this is what I'm talking about, by the way, though. I know Nia's over here. So I can walk towards this direction. Find Nia. And now she's gonna... The obsession's gonna swap. Right now. Yep. I think this comboed with Stabiffle is going to be fucking ridiculous. Is it going to be good on the Judgment? No, God, no. Don't run this on the Judgment. Don't be an idiot like me. I'm only doing this because I love Stabiffle. Her other Eerie? The one that lets it bounce? No, I can see use cases for that one. Yeah, here's a good example. I just have to wait for, I just have to wait for the timer real quick. Once the timer goes away... Yep, she is no longer my obsession. Stabiffle value, baby. Stabiffle value, baby. I can see a use case for the bouncing one, especially on certain maps. It's going to be more map dependent, but yeah. An Office Phone add-on has to be, like, really bad. Where the hell were you? Oh, hi, Nia. Bye, Nia. The obsession swaps again. Now it's back on Sable, which is fine by me. Ain't no one gonna be expecting Stabiffle on this killer. Yeah, they're a real god now. Also, there was a hook here the whole fucking time.
This is your purpose.
Granado? What's really nice about this too, so it goes on cooldown now. Renato's within 32 meters. Or 40 meters. He's within 40 meters. I was kind of hoping they would back up from that. They did not. That works for me. I'm at 7 stacks. Oh, we finally got the pallet Andy jet. It took all match, but we finally found him. He's just crabby. Cooldown? Nia. I didn't see where she was. Is she in a locker, maybe? I love the sound effect so much. I don't know where she went. Good use of a fog vial, though. Just in case. I got a decent 3-gen going on here. The problem is going to be... It does have one slight issue. But it didn't happen, thank God. But it does have one slight issue. Renato. I got the achievement! Let's go! Thank you, Renato. I'll tell you what, Renato. You live. Renato lives, chat. Long time no see, Aim. Wait, is that Warspose? We're down to 1 gen. 2 people on Death Hook. Renato, you live, though. Wait, I didn't lose to Biffle stacks. Hold up. Wait just a goddamn minute. Do you have anywhere to go? There's a window here, I think, and that's it. Oh, that looks so silly. That looks so silly. There's Renata right there. Renata lives. Is only when you... Oh, yeah, I forgot I had the reverse casting one. My bad. I actually forgot I had the add-on on. I'll be 100% honest. I got 8 stacks of Stabipple. They aren't getting this. What's great, too, is that... I thought maybe... Oh my god, did we get another amazing in-game camping perk? Yeah, because as long as my Renata's my obsession. Yep, they just both left. Jesus. I'm not gonna lie, I 100% forgot I had the add-on. Which perk? Save the best for last. Oh, no, I'm sorry. For the camping one, Celestial Witness. Because if the obsession is 40 meters away while you're camping someone at in-game, you'll always know where they are, and if it swaps the obsession, then you know they're close, is what this is doing for you. Actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I found another combo perk for fucking Save the Best for Last. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You have no idea. Yeah, and Save the Best for Last got buffed to 5%. 5% per token. Which, again, doesn't sound like much, but it means at 4 stacks, you basically have 5 that you're used to. Oh, this perk. God, I hate that people don't like this perk. I love Stabipple. And arguably, this is the best combo for it now. Because it used to be Game of Foot. Game of Foot used to be the best one. Because if you damage the survivor with the most chase time, they become the obsession. So, basically, the person you can't catch anyways is the one that you don't want to hit. But with this, you can force it on anybody. That's so good. How magnificent, by the way. Is it good? Probably not. Like, genuinely, it's probably not that good. But, like, that's a good combo, though. Where's Kim? It buffs Wretched Fate. Hang on, like, looking at the Obsession builds. I can't spell Obsession. 1B. It buffs Wretched Fates. Hell, you can kind of use it to swap with Rancor. It's kind of really busted on Nemesis. You can combo with Nemesis and always get aura reading no matter what. After 100 hours. So, we still have Skull Merchant to finish, which, by the way, I didn't play much over the weekends. Wasn't really in the mood, to be honest. But we're currently sitting at... We're at 42 hours on Merchant. Once Merchant's done, which, if the plan goes right, should be by the end of October, we're moving on to Dredge, because that was voted on. Dredge, we're at about the same point we are with Merchant, so that shouldn't take but a couple months if I do everything right. After that, it's gonna be it's gonna be a vote between a few killers, but Judgement will probably be on that list. My favorite killer and perk for both sides. My favorite killer to play is probably still Chucky. Nothing beats Chucky. This killer has a special place in my heart and always will. My favorite perk is Stabiffle. It always will be. I mean, again, I have to fucking build for it on Chucky. Somewhere. Somewhere. I swear I have it. There it is. Yeah, I even have a build for Chucky with Stabiffle. On to face? Probably Hillbilly. It's probably a controversial take nowadays, but genuinely Hillbilly. Will Art be on the list? It depends. If he's out by then, which he should be, and he seems interesting enough for me, yeah, I'll definitely put him on the list. That's really what it comes down to. So the reason for Clown, Deathslinger, and Dredge being on the vote this time was because they're killers that I already have a decent amount of time on, so they won't take nearly as long. Because I kind of wanted to like get them done while I could. And then after that, it's going to be killers, a list of 4 killers that I'm kind of interested in playing and trying to learn more about. Freddy will probably be on the list. Judgment will probably be on the list. I haven't really thought it out too much, but there will be a couple of the killers on there, for sure. Krisu will probably be on there too. So, I've tried naming my loadouts. The problem is, they got reset one day, and I just didn't feel like doing it again. Because we had loadout names for Springtrap. We had the Meta build. This one was called Meta. This one was Foxy Go Go Go. This was the Ventilation Air. No, that's the Hex one. Where's the Ventilation Air?
Fire and you'll get burned.
There's the Ventilation Error one, yeah. Do you miss Chucky? Yeah, sometimes. Again, like, part of the reason we did the whole, like, 100-hour killers thing and me switching is, one, there's only so much content you can make on one killer. And as much as I liked being that content creator, other people have definitely taken up the mantle, so that's fine by me. But on top of that, I was seeing the game through a very, very myopic lens. I hope I'm using the word myopic correctly. And I feel like it was hurting my understanding of Dead by Daylight. Again, this is nothing against Lilith Omen. Nothing against Lilith Omen. But let's not pretend him maining Blight and pretty much, he plays other killers, but pretty much only playing Blight for like the past, like 5 years, has not warped his perception of the game. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, but it definitely has changed how he sees the game. Same with like a Sadako player. Someone who mains Sadako sees the game differently than everybody else. Someone who mains Bubba for sure. Someone who plays Clown for sure. And I kind of wanted to not put myself in that rabbit hole. And keep trying to learn the game more and more and more. Again, playing Skull Merchant has opened my eyes a bit to a few problems and issues and even talking points that people have had about the game, particularly on Skull Merchant herself. You were seeing DBD through a short lens. I've actually grown to appreciate Skull Merchant more over the past 40 hours. I get it. I get why people like this killer. I did kind of understand it before, but now I really get it. And to the point to where, like, I'm in the camp that I don't think she needs a rework. I think she just needs changes and buffs. I think her baseline is fine. She just needs adjustments. I appreciate that, Mistress. It means a lot. You know, the thing with content, and I'm not the guy to really ask about this or talk about it because of how small I am, especially in comparison to other DBD YouTubers. But, you know, you've got to learn to diversify. And especially with what I was doing with the podcast being the main content, in moments when we have droughts of content like we did for a while there, it became very difficult to keep going. Because I was doing weekly videos for that. And it wasn't that it was getting hard to get guests or anything. It's just like, there's only so many topics I can make a podcast about. I can't just start bringing Survivor mains on, you know? Like, I could bring a Survivor main on here and there to talk about the problems on the Survivor main, but, like, I can't bring on, like, a Sable main. What's the difference between a Sable main versus an Ace main? Like, it's like... So, yeah. And now it's kind of been distilled down. And a lot of my talks about stuff I would have talked about in the podcast kind of go on the Yap channel anyway, so it's fine. Are you seeing custom made? No, they're in the base game. Are you talking about the icons? The icons are custom. But again, it's just like I've fallen in this camp of changing the content in the way I've been more enjoying. On top of that, I get to talk about shit I don't see anyone talk about. Test things, use the one skill, the one quote-unquote skill I have of understanding percentages better than most people. So it's definitely been that. Plus, it's been eye-opening for other people. I know the Pyramid Head community didn't really think that much about Burning Man painting until I made a video on it. You wouldn't know that by the views, but I've heard from Pyramid Head players that they really appreciate that I explained how fucking bad this add-on is. But chat, I think with that, we're going to call it a night there. I probably won't be playing Judgment for the rest of the week. It'll be Skull Merchant. I don't think I'm testing anything this week because the low power mode video got delayed because of work. So hopefully I have that out by Friday. I'm hoping. Yeah. Do you think League will ever do a collab with Magic the Gathering? Maybe. League doesn't really collab that much, though, if at all. That would be the only problem there. Riot is very stingy. I don't think they've ever collabed with another game, have they? Has League of Legends collabs? Yeah, they haven't really collabed. That's weird. But I love you guys as always. We're going to call